and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. There it is, okay. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar, and on this website, onthisday.com.
For links to those sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Alexander, and today I am joined by...
Him.
Say that again?
Gohin.
Alright. And in the live studio audience, we have Brendoom Fraser, Proto Blob, and B! Let's hope that B doesn't get stepped on by What's-Her-Face's dog. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, what was that? What was that actress again, Sohen?
Which one?
The one who's...
Oh, Amber Heard.
Yeah. My dog stepped on a bee? Ridiculous. Anyway, today is Freya's Day, also known as Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Second day... Oh, I almost forgot. I need to put on my boingy hat for... It's Christmas time, so here we go. There we go. Okay. So... Alright, anyway, Mr. Sohen, do you want to start us off today?
Yes. In 1409, the University of Leipzig opens.
Ah. Alright.
And, let's see. 1682, Anthony Ashley Cooper, 1st Earl of Shaftesbury, flees to Amsterdam following the failure of his plots to prevent a Catholic succession should King Charles II dies.
Dang. Huh.
And 1697, St. Paul's Cathedral, designed by Sir Christopher Wren, is consecrated for use. Previous building destroyed in the Great Fire of London.
Ooh, we remember that Great Fire. That lasted for a while. Was that you or was that Scott who was around when we were reporting on that?
I think Scott.
Ah, I miss him. So, anyway, moving on up to 1804, we have the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte. General Napoleon Bonaparte was crowned Emperor of the French at Notre Dame de Paris in a ceremony officiated by Pope Pius VII. Wow. So, yep. And in 1812, James Madison was re-elected President of the United States. Elbridge Gerry was Vice President. Alright, that's pretty cool. And we also have a historic event here in 1823. U.S. President James Monroe declared the Monroe Doctrine, opposing European colonialism in the Americas, arguing that any European political intervention in the New World would be a hostile act against the United States. Damn, even like as far back then, we started laying claims to everything around, our immediate vicinity. So, one colonialism from another. So there we go. Anyway, Mr. Blob, it is now your turn if you so wish, 1840.
Yes, and we continue with the presidents. William Henry Harrison was elected the 9th President of the United States of America in 1840.
Huh. Oh, we have a lot of president stuff. Yeah, that's right, because this used to be the election time back before they revamped things because of FDR. So.
Yes, and that means in 1845, U.S. President James K. Polk announces to Congress that the United States should aggressively expand into the West. A widely held belief termed Manifest Destiny by newspaper editor John O'Sullivan.
Manifest Destiny! Sorry.
Yeah, you all know the term. Now you know where it originates.
Yep. Like we just talking about colonialism. Like now they're talking about expanding to the West, and yeah, like if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be out here in California. So yeah, which used to be part of Mexico. Yeah, you have another one here in 1848, though.
Yes, and that's Franz Joseph I, or Franz Joseph I, becomes Emperor of Austria and King of Hungary, Croatia, and Bohemia.
Ah, all right. Look at that beard he's got rocking there, though. Like that's like a royal biker beard right there. So, and then Rambasur, if he's around, although he's muted, so I think he's AFK or busy doing something. So I guess it's Sohen's turn again.
In 1959, abolitionist John Brown hanged for murder, treason, and conspiring slaves to revolt at Charlestown, Virginia.
Yeah, that's right. I saw a video about this guy a while ago. I think I've mentioned about this on the show before. This guy is possibly the catalyst to what started the Civil War. Not just the whole thing at... why can't I remember that fort? Someone help me. What was the fort's name that the Confederates attacked? Fort Sumter, right?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it was Fort Sumter. But yeah, that's the usual, that's the standard belief that what started the Civil War. But it was this guy's actions, because he went in and he did start a revolt. He actually fought federal agents and stuff. People died. Gunfight. And yeah, so anyway, let's move on up here.
In 1867,
Yep.
in a New York City theater, British author Charles Dickens gives his first public reading in the United States.
Ah, cool. Charles Dickens, that's a pretty big name. He's got to fix that hair, though. Like, that's yeah, he has to do something about that.
1868, first British government of Benjamin Disraeli resigns.
Huh. Alright. Then we got a music premiere in 1883. Johannes Brahms' Third Symphony in F premiered with the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. Alright. Then we got a theater premiere here in 1896. Gerbert Hauptmann's play Die... Blob, can you read this for me?
Die versunkene Glocke.
Thank you.
It means sunken bell.
It means what?
The sunken bell.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it premiered in Berlin. That's interesting. And then we have another historic event here in 1900. Exiled South African president of Transvaal, Paul Kruger, arrived in Germany, though the Kaiser refused to meet him. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that yesterday. The Kaiser refused to meet him. So. And then 1901, I believe, is Blob's turn again.
Yes. And we have someone whose first name is King. So don't confuse him with an actual king. King C. Gillette begins selling his safety razor blades.
Oh, this is the businessman and inventor. I believe he's the guy behind Gillette razors and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Following the commercial success of disposable razors, Gillette refocused his attention on promoting his views on utopian socialism. Oh, well, that's not a good thing. Wow. Of course he's a socialist. So.
And today they are just insulting men.
Yep. Yeah, they are. I remember that. You have another one. You have another couple here.
Alright. So, in 1907, Canadian World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Tommy Burns retains his title. He KOs Englishman Gunnar Moir, or Moir, however you pronounce it.
You said it right the first time.
In the 10th round at the National Sporting Club in Covent Garden, London.
Nice. He looks a little bit like that guy from In Bruges. So, what, have you seen the movie In Bruges?
Talking about Robbie Coltrane's character?
Like the fat guy, yeah.
Robbie Coltrane.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know actors, so like, he kind of looks.
He's kind of not familiar. It's hard to be familiarized with that fucking beard, Hagrid beard.
Oh, that was Hagrid?
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane is Hagrid.
Oh wow. Huh. Okay. Wow, that guy was a good actor.
That one. 1913, Vladimir Mayakovsky, self-titled tragedy Vladimir Mayakovsky premieres in St. Petersburg Luna Park Theater.
Huh. That's a cool hat. I want that hat.
Man, that man look like a fucking model.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Yeah, he's gonna do the catwalk in the gulag.
Oh god.
Alright, 1927, paleontologist Davidson Black announces to the Geological Society of China that the ancient human fossil of the Zhaokodian China are a new species which he has named Xenotropus nathius, also known as Homo erectus. He's not the only thing that's erectus. I mean, what?
Sohan, bad. Sohan, I will get a spray bottle. Don't make me do that to you.
Okay, also in 1928, St. Louis Cardinals future Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman Jim Bottomley is voted National League MVP.
Nice.
If I might say something, I believe that the name of that new species, Xenanthropus pekinensis, that it comes from Peking, which now is Beijing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. And yeah, Homo erectus, that is a very big find. You know, like
Yeah.
Like that's the first type of our species that started standing upright, right? Hence the name Homo erectus.
Correct.
All right. Then we got an historic event here in 1941. U.S. mobster Louis Buchler was sentenced to death along with his lieutenants Emanuel Weiss and Louis Capone. And then 1941. Here we. Well, it's not yet. We still have 5 more days. But Japanese Marshal Admiral Yamamoto sent his fleet to Pearl Harbor. Here we go. They're coming. So. In 1941 as well, New York Giants name Mel Alt as player-manager, replaced another future Baseball Hall of Famer, Bill Terry, who headed the Giants farm system. Huh. Farm system. What does that mean? Like, they actually grew crops or something?
I'm guessing it's like this, baseball, like, training thing. I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, 1942, just for you, Mr. Blob.
Alright. The world's first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction occurs in Chicago Pile 1, the world's first nuclear reactor at the University of Chicago, overseen by Enrico Fermi, who is also the father of the atomic bomb.
Yeah, that's also the guy of the Fermi paradox, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Enrico Fermi, father of the atomic bomb. I thought that was not von Braun. Who's the other guy? Help me. Oppenheimer. I thought that was Oppenheimer.
Yeah, so Enrico Fermi in 1950 created that Fermi paradox.
Okay. Alright. Anyway, you got some cricket here in 1946.
Yeah, everything about Sachin Tendulkar, but not today. It's 1946. In rain-affected first test in Brisbane, Australia, compiles first innings total. Let me read that again.
Yeah, it's cricket. It's going to be difficult.
In the rain-affected first test in Brisbane, Australia, the first innings totaled 645 on day 3 versus India. So Bradman made 187 points, Hassett 128. Australia wins by an innings and 332 points. I think you cricket fans know what it means. I don't.
Yeah, like my rule of thumb is if you read something verbatim and you feel like you had a stroke, it's just about cricket. So.
This was about cricket legend Donald Bradman. He made those 187 points, and you cricket fans probably know him.
Yep, I have yet to meet a cricket fan though. Like, I know hockey fans, I know NASCAR fans, I know football, baseball, basketball, like NASCAR, Formula One, like every sport under the sun except for cricket. I've not met one single cricket follower in my entire life. So that's weird, Like, for something played in the United Kingdom, Pakistan, Australia, India, and probably Canada, I don't know, like everywhere. It really doesn't have much of a following, which is surprising. So, at least one that
only Only in India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka is more popular.
Ah. Anyway,
So
we got
you want
another.
the next one, probably.
Yep, go for it, Mr. Blob.
Oh, no, I thought you want to do because I probably butcher it otherwise also.
No, dude, don't worry about butchering things. That's part of the fun, you know? We're not a professional organization, so we don't need to worry about, being professional.
Okay, so I have no clue what half the terms mean, but in 1948, we talk about a baseball record.
Uh-huh.
After one of the best seasons in baseball history, St. Louis Cardinals utility Stan Musial is named NL MVP. Leads NL in batting average, .365. Runs, 135. RBI, 131. Hits, 230. Doubles, 46. Triples, 18. And slugging, .702. With 39 home runs.
That's incredible. Like, I don't know much about baseball, but that's incredible. Yeah, runs, batting, end, hits, doubles, singles, triples, all that shit. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think NL means National League.
Yes, it does. Yep. Mr. Sohan, it's your turn.
Yeah. 1950 iRobot collection of sci-fi short stories by Isaac Asimov, published by Gnome Press in the U.S.
I wonder if that's the basis for that Will Smith movie, I, Robot, that came out a while ago.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
One of the short stories by Asimov is.
All right.
I think.
That would make sense. Man, dude, look at that old helmet. Wow.
Yep. 1951 future Pro Football Hall of Fame wide receiver Don Hudson has his number 14 jersey retired by the Green Bay Packers. The first number retired in the franchise history.
Wow. The Green Bay Packers. What about them Packers, don't you know? Yeah. So, cheese heads. And it looks like he has a wheel of cheese on his head. So, how fitting. And that's a double joke, too. It fits. How fitting.
Yep. 1956 Fidel Castro Lansing Granma. Yeah, on the coast of Cuba.
He lands with grandma. So I think his grandmother? Like...
Oh my god, I could imagine Fidel Castro's grandma.
I think that was probably his Revolutionary Force or something.
Huh.
I don't know.
Fidel Castro.
Would make more sense than him bringing his grandmother along.
Yeah, let me look this up. Let's see here. No, that's November 26th. Voyage of the Grandma. Okay, Landing of the Grandma. What is this? Grandma is the yacht that was used to transport 82 fighters of the Cuban Revolution from Mexico to Cuba in November of 1956. So it's a boat. That's interesting. I'm going to add this wiki...
I'm bringing his grandmother.
Maybe the boat is his grandmother.
I also have more information on iRobot.
Alright.
So the screenplay was by Jeff Winter and Akiva Goldsman, and it is from a screen story by Winter, based on an original screenplay by him, but it was named after the book iRobot. So it doesn't have anything to do other than the name to the book.
Ah.
Okay.
We're going to move on up here to 1960. Paleoanthropologist... I'm sorry, what?
Thought I had one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. 1960. Paleontologist Louis Leakey discovers a 1.4 million year old Homo erectus ovulo hominid 9 in Ophel Gorge, Tanzania.
Tanzania.
So the 2nd of December was a good day for discovering a Homo erectus.
Yes. Like, yeah. Reminds me of something involving Harambe. So. Then we got some music history here. 1964, Ringo Starr's tonsils were removed. Okay.
Not even news.
Why do we care about Ringo Starr's tonsils? Why is that?
That's the more better than that. 1961. Fidel Castro declares he's a Marxist and will lead Cuba into communism.
Ah. Well, he did. He is a man of his word. Yep.
I think maybe Ringo Starr used his tonsils to hit on the drums. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, 1968, U.S. President Richard Nixon named Henry Kissinger security advisor. What a war criminal, Kissinger. Blech. I'm gonna say though, like they did a really good, what's the word? Like caricature of him in the Venture Brothers. So, Dr. Killinger. Yeah.
Dr. Killinger.
I'm Dr. Killinger. You silly Billy, your powers have no effect on me. I have a magic murder bag.
My magic murder bag.
Yep. 1971, Frank Robinson was traded from the Baltimore Orioles to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alright. Then we got an appointment of interest here. 1971, Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan was appointed president of the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. Alright. Then we got some sports history here for Mr. Blob, if he so wishes.
I don't know how to speak that name, but I'll try. Romanian tennis star. One moment. Romanian tennis star Ili Nastase successfully defends his ATP Masters Grand Prix title with a 6-3, 6-2, 3-6, 2-6, 6-3 win over American Stan Smith in Barcelona, Spain. So he won the first two matches, then lost two, but won the last one.
Yeah, well, like with tennis, 6-3, that's not the point. So those are matches won versus matches lost. So every number, that's 6 matches to 3 matches, 6 matches to 2 matches, 3 matches to 6 matches. Like, they play a lot. It's absolutely crazy. Like, you know, if you're going to watch tennis, be prepared to spend an entire afternoon to watch, you know, one game of 2 people. You know, it's absolutely nuts. So.
Yeah, I thought about one of those from 0 to a full point, 15, 30, 40, and then the full point. I thought that is one game, and then the matches a few.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about tennis, so the Golden Loon, my dad would be a better person to talk to involving that. So that's bad because we continue with tennis. Yep.
The 1973 Davis Cup men's tennis, Cleveland. After clinching a famous victory the previous day, Australians Rod Laver and John Newcombe finished a 5-0 rout of the US with wins over Stan Smith and Tom Gorman.
Alright.
So essentially they completely destroyed their opponents.
Yeah. Yeah, 5-0. Jeez, man. And one more.
Alright, and we have music. In 1978, Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand's You Don't Bring Me Flowers hits #1.
Huh. I guess a lot of people don't bring people flowers. So nothing says I love you more than a bouquet of the genitalia of a plant. So Mr. Sohan.
Yes. Another sports history. 1978, Sunil Gavaskar scores his second double century, 205 in Test cricket, as well as 73 on the final day, to guide India to a draw against the West Indies in the first Test in Bombay.
Bombay.
Open up the Bombay doors.
Ha.
Known nowadays as Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Also, 1981, pitcher Fernando Valenzuela becomes third consecutive LA Dodgers player to be named National League Rookie of the Year. Rick Sutcliffe, 1979, and Steve Hall, 1980.
Huh. All right. We got some more sport. We have a lot of sports history going on.
Yes, we do. 1984. Miami quarterback Dan Marino breaks NFL single-season touchdown pass record when he throws his 37th in the Dolphins' 45-34 loss to the Raiders. Finishes the season with 48 touchdown passes.
Dang. That's impressive. In 1985, Chicago Bears head coach Mike Ditka and defensive coordinator Duddy Ryan almost came to blows at halftime in a 38-24 loss to the Miami Dolphins at the Orange Bowl in Miami, Chicago's only loss of the NFL season. Wow.
Damn, man, you're about to do a fist fight.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fighting for real. Then we also have 1993. We have an NBA record here. Houston Rockets score a 94-85 win over the Knicks at New York's Madison Square Garden, recording their 15th straight win to start the season. They tie Washington Capitals' all-time NBA record, 1948-49, and the streak ended the next game. Huh. And we got a film premiere here, 1994. Cobb, a film about baseball player Ty Cobb, starring Tommy Lee Jones, premiered. I gotta see that. So.
Oh, really? Tommy Lee Jones. Ooh, that's interesting.
I can see it. I can see, Tommy Lee Jones playing this guy, Ty Cobb. So, at least a young Tommy Lee Jones without his jowls, So.
Ooh, this is not bad. This is bad.
Yeah. And we have 94 here for Mr. Proto Blob.
Sure. Andrew Lloyd Webber was admitted to the hospital for ulcer treatment.
Yeah, those would be painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm chilling. My phone died. I am.
Okay, anyway.
As you all know, Andrew Lloyd Webber composed.
Oh, okay, you're on the computer with it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright.
What's going on, Sohen?
My dad's here.
Give him a high five for me. Anyway, Mr. Blob.
Yeah, I wanted to say, as you all know, Andrew Lloyd Webber composed a lot of musicals, essentially all those that Jim Steinman didn't compose. So, that was a small joke.
Yeah.
But in 1995, the sports history is continuing. Montreal Canadiens coach Mario Tremblay leaves goaltender Patrick Roy in the game too long, so he is allowing an embarrassing 9 goals in an 11-1 rout by Detroit Red Wings. Roy demands trade, moves to Colorado Avalanche, and wins Stanley Cup that season in the NHL.
Wow. That's That's funny. So he was overplayed, then he moved and he went on to win the Stanley Cup. That's funny. Then before we move on to do, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do a split right now. I think we're good. So continue on. 2001.
All right. We have an entrepreneur, Tony Fernandez company Tune Air SDN BHD, whatever that means, buys the heavily indebted Air Asia for 1 MYR, about 26 US cents at the time.
Oh my god, the guy bought an airline for a penny over a quarter. Holy shit. That's awesome. What the hell? Oh my god. No way.
Yeah, but he also bought all the debts, probably.
Yeah, probably, but still, that's hilarious. This guy bought an airline for 26 cents. What the hell? I can afford that. Like, damn. And I believe Sohan is AFK, So I'm going to take 2003 here. U.S. reality show The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie premiered on Fox. Alright. And 2008, Balloon d'Or, Manchester United's Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo won his first award as best football player in the world.
I gotta go. I'll be back later.
Alright, see you soon. Barcelona forward Lionel Messi was second. Liverpool striker Fernando Torres was third. Alright. We got a film premiere here of 2013, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the second film of the Hobbit series, directed by Peter Jackson, starring Martin Freeman and Ian McKellen, premiered in Los Angeles. And yeah, like just like the original Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit is a really good trilogy as well. Then, 2014, comedian Bill Cosby resigned from the Board of Trustees of an American university following renewed sexual assault allegations. Dang. Oh.
Yeah, I watched the Cosby Show as a child, so it was pretty sad for me to hear that Bill Cosby was involved in such things.
I don't believe Bill Cosby is guilty, honestly. Like, I believe that he's just the biggest name that got rolled up in all of this Me Too movement malarkey, and he tried to fight it, and it just the masses just wouldn't relent, and this is why Louis C.K. just took the L, because when everybody believes something wrong of you, it's better to just go with the flow rather than to fight it, because you're going to end up losing anyway, so might as well lose with dignity. And that's what Louis C.K. did. So anyway, yeah. I believe it's your turn again in 2014.
Right, but first I have an addition to the previous one, and the Tune Group, the airline thing, it was actually founded by that purchase.
Founded by the purchase?
Yeah, so that was the first thing they did. They purchased the other airline, and that founded their business.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Huh.
So in 2014 also, Elizabeth Lawton, an aide to Republican congressman. To which one?
You're reading it.
Oh, it doesn't say to which one, just a Republican congressman. She resigns after her online criticism of President Barack Obama's teenage daughters.
Huh. Elizabeth Lawton, let's see here. Aide to who? Let's see.
So essentially we have some of the drama that you probably see on YouTube all day.
Yeah, I see here, Tennessee Representative Stephen Fincher. Elizabeth Lawton was a communications director for Tennessee Representative Stephen Fincher. So that's who it was, to answer your question.
Alright, I don't know either of them, but
I don't either.
It seems to have been an important event. And also in 2014, Stephen Hawking claims that artificial intelligence could be a threat to mankind and spell the end of the human race.
Yep, I agree. Not just because that guy is smart, but I believe that too. And so does Elon. That's why he's rushing to Mars and everything, because he knows this world is going to nuke itself, and he's just trying to, give humanity a little bit of a foothold on another planet to restart after the shit hits the fan. So.
Well, there was some experiment that where artificial intelligence was created supposedly, and it started to communicate to each other with a language that humans didn't understand anymore.
Yeah, they developed their own language. There's actually a decent amount of AI stories out there now. Like what you just talked about, there's several, from Google and Apple and Microsoft and whatnot. There's that one instance of of those 19 scientists getting killed by military robots or something in some kind of accident. And one of the robots tried to start downloading schematics from a satellite to rebuild itself. It's absolutely horrifying,
Yeah, but I think that one was debunked.
Maybe. Well, you got another one here in 2016.
Yeah, we have the former president Donald Trump. He takes a call, at the time president, he takes a call with Taiwanese leader Tsai Ing-wen in a break from America's long-standing One China policy.
Yep.
So he essentially called the leader, the president of the Republic of China, which is the The other China.
The Taiwanese government, yes. The actual, like, the government in exile, technically, because they fled mainland China when the Mao Zedong's communist revolution, you know, overthrew everything, yes. And then they fled to Taiwan, and that's where they've been since. So, like, that's the actual true government of actual China.
Yeah, so you have the Republic of China, which essentially is the China that had to flee, and you have the People's Republic of China, which is the country with the 1.2 billion people.
Yep. Moving on up to 2018, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador was sworn in as president of Mexico. Alright, and I believe he's the current one. Yeah, he is. And in 2018 as well, Israeli police recommended Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife be charged with fraud and bribery. Yes, they should. Like, evil, evil, evil. Right here. Evil. In 2018 as well, Nigerian President Muhammad Buhari denied that he had died and been replaced by a Sudanese imposter after ill health. Well, that's what a Sudanese imposter would sound like. So, huh. Yeah. But then 2018, as well, trade war truce agreed between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping at the G20 meeting in Argentina. That was a very bad move. We should not have had a truce with those people, like that government, like, you know, like that's, you know, just, we got to stop working with them. Like, they're just evil, so. But then you got a, actually, I'm going to take this last one here, because then we're going to move on into births and deaths. 2019, FIFA Ballon d'Or, Barcelona forward Lionel Messi won his record 6th award from Liverpool's Dutch defender Virgil van Dijk. U.S. midfielder Megan Rapinoe is Women's World Player of the Year. Cool. Huh. I don't know.
If you let me say that, I do not have a high opinion of Mrs. Rapinoe, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, I was going to say, she looks like, he looks, or whatever this is anymore, looks like, you know, I'm not going to get into politics here, but, yeah.
You can look it up online.
Yeah, just confirm or deny, is my suspicion true? I believe it is. So
what's it?
That they're a trans.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she was the one who didn't kneel for the national flag or anthem or what it was, and that's.
I mean, I can't tell. I can't tell anymore what people are anymore. So, but anyway, before we move on into births and deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention, Mr. Blob?
One thing above that we didn't talk about, but which I think is also important. In 1982, the first permanent artificial heart was successfully implanted at the University of Utah in retired dentist Barney Clark. He lived for 112 days with a Jarvik 7 heart.
Wow, why is that not highlighted? That is amazing. Good pull right there, man. Good pull. First permanent artificial heart successfully implanted. That's not long ago, dude. That's still really recent technology.
Yeah,
Dang.
40 years.
Dang. Yeah, 40 years, you're right. On this day. Wow. Well, anyway, like, you know, audience, people watching the show after the fact, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything that you wish that we had elaborated more about? Like, anything that you know, you would have liked to add to the topic of conversation? Start a dialogue in the comment section. Anyway, moving on into births, why don't you start us here in 1578?
Alright, we have in 1578 the Italian composer Agostino Agazzari. He was born in Siena, Italy, and died in 1640.
Ah, alright. Then 1859?
Yes, 1859, the French post-impressionist painter Georges Seurat, who painted A Sunday Afternoon on the island of Grand Jatte. He was born in Paris, France.
Ah.
And he died in 1891, so only 31 or 32 years old.
Yeah, you're right. He was 31. You're right. That's young. And I have it up here. So he painted that. Okay. That's that one painting that Stewie stared at in that episode of Family Guy. And yeah, an impressionist painter is like when he's like, I'm not sure who told me this, but it's like when you dab the brush on the thing, on the canvas. So instead of like strokes and all that stuff, you're just dab, 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 dab. And I can see the dabs, So anyway, moving on up to 1906, we have Peter Karl Goldmark, was a Hungarian U.S. engineer, developed the 33 and 1/3 RPM LP photograph record format. Oh, that's right. Born in Budapest, Austria-Hungary. Dying in 1977. So this guy invented the vinyl record. So that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Adolph Green, 1915. Was a U.S. lyricist and playwright. It's Always Fair Weather. Born in the Bronx, New York. Dying in 2002. Huh. All right. Right back to you. And man, why does she have a bucket for a hat? I want to wear a bucket for a hat. That looks really cool.
Yeah, we have Maria Callas, the American soprano who sang Carmen. She was born in New York City, New York, and she died in 1977. And I think it was her where I saw the Habanera sung in a YouTube video. So you might want to look that up and watch it when you have the time.
What's it again?
Habanera, the song from Carmen.
Song from Carmen. Habanera. Okay. All right. I'll check that out after the show. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it was her.
Right.
And in 1924 we have the American General and 59th Secretary of State Alexander Haig, or I don't know how to pronounce
Haig,
that.
I believe.
He was Secretary of State from 1981 to 1982, and he was born in Balasinvit in Pennsylvania, and you Pennsylvanians forgive me for butchering that.
I wouldn't have done any better. So
He died in 2010.
yeah. Then we have Edwin Messi, 1931, a U.S. author and 75th United States Attorney General, serving from 1985 through 88. Born in Oakland, California, and still alive, 91st. Birthday today, so happy birthday to him, I guess. Although he was in the government, so he's probably corrupt. Anyway, we have Harry Reid as well, 1939, a U.S. attorney and politician, U.S. Senator from Nevada from 1987 through 2017. Dang, 30 years. That's really good job security. He was also in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1983 through 87, so that's what he did beforehand. Okay. He was born in Searchlight, Nevada, and died in 2021. Huh. And then, I believe it's your turn again.
We have the Italian fashion designer Gianni Versace. He was born in Reggio Calabria in Italy, and he was born on this day in 1946 and was famously murdered in 1997.
Oh, he was murdered. I think you're right.
I think that was
gunshot. Yeah, he got shot. You're right. Dang, you know a lot, dude. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and in 1973 we have the 49th birthday today of Monica Seles, the Yugoslavian-American tennis player, 9-time Grand Slam title champion. She was born in Novi Sad, Serbia, and she also was assassinated, but she survived it. She was stabbed with a knife, if I don't confuse her with someone else.
Let's see here. Yeah, she was...
I think 1992.
Yeah, she was also the victim of an on-court attack. So as in on-court, as in like the tennis court. When a man stabbed her in the back with a 9-inch long knife. Holy shit.
Yeah, 1993. Yeah,
why? Why would anybody do that? That's insane.
I think he was some kind of stalker or mentally ill or something like that.
You said 1993?
Yes, on April 30, 1993.
January, February, March, April, 4th month. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it wasn't 1993. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not.
April 30, 1993.
Huh. Well, it's not on... Wait. No, it doesn't look like it's on here. That's weird.
Strange.
Anyway, I'm going to move on up to 1978. Nelly Furtado, a Portuguese-Canadian singer and songwriter. I'm Like a Bird and Man Eater, to name a few. She has some good songs. Born in Victoria, British Columbia. Happy birthday to her. Britney Spears and Nelly Furtado have the same birthday? What the hell? 1981, Britney Spears is a U.S. pop star. Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, and I'm a Slave for You, and Toxic, and a lot of other songs. Born in Macomb, Mississippi. All right.
And nobody knows if she really wore that microphone or not.
Yeah, no, she was forced into it by her dad, from my understanding.
No, that in the music video for "Oops, I Did It Again," what she wore and if she had a microphone, and nobody knows that.
So she was lip syncing?
No. She in the music video, there's one of those Mandela effects where
Okay.
people seem to misremember what clothes she wore and if she had a microphone on her clothes.
I see.
Something like that.
Yeah. Man, you are just a wealth of knowledge, aren't you?
Oh, I know a lot of things, but nothing in depth, mostly. On 1983, we have the American NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He has the 39th birthday today, so happy birthday. He was the NFL MVP 2011 and 2014, Super Bowl MVP 2010 for the Green Bay Packers. He was born in Chico, California.
I've heard of Chico.
And now we get to people who are younger than me. That's a bit scary.
Yeah. Now you know how I feel. Like all these people younger than me being all celebrities and shit. Meanwhile, I'm 35 and struggling.
Yeah. So in 1991, so the 31st birthday today, we have Charlie Puth, however you pronounce it. American singer-songwriter, voice notes, some song about Marvin Gaye, and See You Again. He was born in Rumson, New Jersey.
We have Juice WRLD, or World. Born on this date in 1998, he was a U.S. rapper and singer-songwriter. All Girls Are the Same and Lucid Dreams. Born in Chicago, Illinois, and he died in 2019. Wow, he was young. Like, he was 21. Wow. And what was his cause of death? A seizure at Chicago airport caused by toxic levels of oxycodone and codeine. Drugs. Of course, it always is. And then,
most of the rappers, it's shootings.
Yeah. And we're going to move on to deaths here. Starting us off in 537, we have Saint Silverius. It was an Italian pope from 536 through 37. Telly was deposed on March 537, starved to death in exile. Wow. So he was a pope, and then he was deposed, and he starved to death. That is a tragic tale for someone who used to be the voice of God. And then Hernan Cortez, the man, the myth, the legend himself. 1547, he was a Spanish conquistador, defeated the Aztec Empire, and colonized large parts of Mexico. Died of pleurisy at the age of 61 or 62. What is pleurisy? It is a condition in which the pleura, two large thin layers of tissue that separate your lungs from your chest wall, became inflamed. Also called pleuritis, pleurisy causes sharp chest pain that worsens during breathing. That does not sound fun at all. So
the Aztecs had that prophecy that their god would return, and they thought Hernan Cortez was their god, and he used that to essentially conquer the Aztec Empire, which was hugely outnumbering him.
A force of 300 conquered an empire of like 4 million or something crazy. Like, we talked about that several weeks ago on the show. So it's nuts. Like, technology wins wars. It doesn't matter. If there's such a wide difference in technology, it doesn't matter how many numbers you have. So
Yeah, but in his case, it was also that the Aztecs used the people of other tribes as human sacrifices, and Hernan Cortes allied with them against the Aztecs, and then
yeah,
essentially it was diplomacy and a very sad and bloody story.
yeah, it was. Well, let's keep on continuing up. 1814 here.
All right, we have the Marquis de Sade, who is the guy that sadism is named after.
Ooh.
The French philosopher and writer who wrote Justine, which is where that term sadism comes from. And where, it says here, and where the word sadism and sadist are derived from, dies at 74.
Yeah. So dang. The inventor of sadism. That's, well, I'm glad he's gone. Now he's in hell where he belongs.
His novel was at the time a huge scandal also.
I believe it.
And we again have John Brown, this time his death in 1859. American abolitionist and revolutionary, Harper's Ferry, he was hanged at 59.
Oh, wait, so his birth and death date were the same? Oh, wait, no. May 9th, 1800, and then December. Yeah. Oh, that's right. So we spoke about him earlier in the main body. That's right. So.
Yeah, historical events, I think.
Yep. And we have Vincent d'Indy, 1931, was a French composer, symphony on a French mountain air, died at the age of 80. And we also have Dizzy Arnaz, 1986, a Cuban U.S. singer, Babalu, band leader, actor, I Love Lucy, Ricky Ricardo. Hey! And television producer, The Untouchables, died of lung cancer at the age of 69. That's Ricky Ricardo! Lucy, I'm home! Nice. So, then right back to you.
If I find where exactly you are.
Aaron Copland, 1990. It's a little bit of a scroll.
Yes, here. Yeah, because also one thing I want to add, there is that Weird Al parody song Ricky, and that is also after the I Love Lucy show.
Weird Al did a song with him?
No, he made a song of that Kitty song, which was Mickey then by Tony Basil. And he made a parody of that, but with the I Love Lucy characters.
Okay. I'm going to have to see that too.
I also looked up the historical events again, and it was also John Brown's death that was talked about there. So essentially, looked about it twice today.
Huh.
Okay, so in 1990 we have Aaron Copland, American composer, Billy the Kid, Fanfare for Common Men. He dies of Alzheimer's disease and respiratory failure at 90.
That's sad. Oh. Ooh. Going from sad to not sad, here we go.
Yeah, we have Pablo Escobar, who died in 1993. He was Colombian drug lord and shot to death by the Colombian police at 44. But there's a really huge and long story behind that. It was made into some TV series or something. So you might want to look that up. He essentially ruled the country with an iron fist, and had connections to politics, police, everything. He bribed everyone, and he was really a man behind the scenes.
Yeah, isn't he the one who burnt $1 million cash to keep his daughter warm or something as a fire?
Yeah,
he had so much money. He had so much money. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on rubber bands just to bind everything, all of his stacks of cash. And then we have Jean Bevelou, 2014, was a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center, Hart Trophy 1956 and 64, Art Ross Trophy 1956, Conn Smythe Trophy 1965, record 17 Stanley Cups, died at the age of 83. 17 Stanley Cups, holy shit! I wonder if his name is on there 17 times, that would be nuts. So, and then we have Darlene Hard, died on this date last year, 2021, was a U.S. tennis player, got the U.S. championships of 1960 through 61, French championships of 1960, as well as 18 Grand Slam titles, doubles titles, Died at the age of 85. Damn, that's a good resume right there. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including one not limited to all things OMNI Coalition. Please go to our Rumble and BitChute and subscribe over there. It's just a matter of time before YouTube decides to shut us down. But anyway, for your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central, and 1 p.m. Pacific time. And I believe it's 7 p.m. In Germany, but I'm not entirely sure. That's the information I had from one of our German friends here. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
And this was Protoblock.
Yep. And earlier we were joined by Sohen. B was in here for a minute, as well as the Doomslayer. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in news, and I know I said this yesterday, but some stuff happened yesterday, so I ended up not doing a new show yesterday, but we will be doing a new show today, coming up in a few hours at 2 p.m. Pacific time, so in about like 3 hours or so from now. Anyway, until you catch us next time, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!